Hello, this is Tim Law with Playing It Forward Coaching. Always encouraging your self-reliance. If you will set a goal for yourself, develop a marketable skill, be a team player, uh, work extra hard, go in the extra mile, and improve people and communication skills, you'll be amazed as far as what you're going to accomplish in this country. I'd like to welcome uh, almost 460 people that have become have signed up to be Playing It Forward coaching members, so to speak. And they have a really neat guy that I've known since seventh grade who's going to tell us about what it's like to go from high school wrestling here at Northeastern High School down to Division I Campbell College in North Carolina. And that's Cole Wilson, comes from an awesome family, and very much looking forward to catching him. So welcome, Cole. Tell us a little about yourself and your story here, my friend.
Thank you. So I'm a Division I wrestler at Campbell, majoring in Homeland Security. A little bit about myself is I started out wrestling as an early age. Getting into it, I wasn't really motivated to start wrestling. I was kind of talked into it by my father. He was a big wrestler, and so just kind of started out. I was like, give it a try, try something new when I was young. So I tried it, and at first I didn't really like it. It took a little bit to get used to, but once I started getting to know people, getting a little better, I started really liking it, picking up on things, talking to people, learning new stuff. And as the years went on, I really started to like grow with it. And as my technique and stuff started growing, the passion for the sport started growing, and I was looking towards the future. Honestly, back in elementary school, I probably never would have thought I would have been a Division I wrestler. But as middle school started coming along, I really started picking up accolades, going all over the country, wrestling in tournaments and stuff, trying to get the best competition I can and really trying to be the best wrestler I can be. And I feel like traveling was the biggest push for myself. And when I first traveled, I didn't do really good. I had a lot of losses,
Mhm.
stuff like that, but I learned a lot of stuff from it. And it really made me to the person I am today. And especially in high school, too. I had my father as a coach for, let's see, he coached eighth grade, ninth grade, 10th grade, and 11th grade.
Mhm.
So for 4 years, having my dad as a coach, it was good. There's some good days, some bad days too. We butted heads a little bit, but my dad, he knew his son and he really knew what I needed to do, and he pushed me. He knew all the right things that needed to be done, and I really want to thank him for that and thank everyone else in the Northeastern staff that pushed me to be the person I am today in the position I'm at. Um, and I wouldn't change anything for it. It's been a great journey, and I'm always looking forward to improving and stuff, down in college now. Last year, I really learned the difference between high school and Division I wrestling. The working out and the wrestling really picked up a good bit, and I had to adapt to that. I'm not gonna lie, it did take a little bit. It took a couple months, but it was kind of like riding a bike, just with a few more steps.
Mhm.
So
Sure.
yeah, so I really had to adapt to the amount of times we worked out a day. I mean, we were working out 3 times a day, every day for 7 days a week. It was tough on the body, but
Mhm.
you really learn how to like recover after each workout, what to put in your body, how to recover, like stretching after workouts,
Mhm.
stuff like that, getting good sleep and everything. Um, it's really been great here. It really has been.
Yeah, we'll touch on Northeastern for a second there, Cole, because you did set a school record. You took down Blaine Yinger, his record of I don't know 113 or so, something like that. And
Yeah.
and you ended up with how many?
believe my record was 138-17.
Yeah, just phenomenal. Yeah. And anyway, what did that mean to you to be able to kind of set that school record? Because there's been some real good guys that have come up through Northeastern, besides Blaine Yinger. You also had the Payne brothers. They had a lot of wins. What was it like for you to kind of set that bar way up there?
Um, I mean, it was a good feeling, but honestly, it meant something, but not the world to me. Like I wanted to set something new for the school, but also I'm looking forward to someone coming up there and beating it for me and
Mhm.
seeing Northeastern kids improve and trying to strive to be the best. And I mean, am really glad to set the record, but just hoping in the future someone else can beat my record.
Sure. Well, they'll have to put in the time and effort that you did and everything. That's for sure. What,
Yeah.
as far as collegiately, let's just talk about the academics a little bit, Cole. I think you mentioned off camera here that you're majoring in like Homeland Security.
Yep.
What would your thoughts be to other students, whether they're wrestlers or whatever, that are going on as far as academically, whether it's time management, whatever you can think of? What advice would you give some of them as they come into college?
My biggest thing is definitely time management. Like depending on the division and stuff, it varies in the amount of workouts you do as a team and stuff like that. But whatever it is, you like have to know your schedule for your sport, the workouts and stuff, and manage the studying time,
Mhm.
the time you have to do your homework in between that. It's it's a grind, it is. Sometimes it sucks, but you definitely my biggest thing is to get a planner. I
Mhm.
planned everything out, the classes I had, the workouts I had,
Mhm.
and then the free time I had. I Every day I gave myself anywhere from 2 to 4 hours for studying,
Mhm.
do homework, or whatever it is.
Sure. And obviously, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention your awesome mom and sister there. They've been super supportive. What do you have to say about
Yeah.
them?
Um, I I mean, my sister, she was also an athlete. She didn't do anything in college, but growing up through elementary, junior high, and high school, she did multiple sports. She was cheerleader, volleyball,
Mhm.
stuff like that. So she's been in positions where it's been tough and stuff like that. And she's 4 years older than me. So she kind of helped me along, like how to process the workouts and stuff like that. And the amount of stress that um sports can put on you sometimes, and really how to um deal with that kind of stuff. So it was really helpful having someone else that was going through that stuff to help
Sure.
me along the way.
How about your awesome mom? We better not leave Adrienne out of this.
Yeah. She's been great, especially for wrestling, keep maintaining weight, stuff like that. She would always make me great meals for my diet, stuff
Mhm.
like that, making sure I'm eating the right things, putting the right stuff in my body. Would always check up on me at school to see how I'm doing, what I ate, if it's nutritious and stuff like that. So she's been a big help.
Could we bring up that story a little bit about when you were in middle school and something was discovered under your bed in your bedroom when you were like in seventh grade, as I recall? Because I was helping with the,
Candy wrappers.
yeah.
I'd be sneaking candy. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, you got busted on that one, I heard, so
yeah. Yeah. Yes, I did.
that,
That was a good time. It's
yeah,
funny.
absolutely. Yeah, I had to bring it up a little bit, Cole. Yeah, for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay, now and we'll kind of shift back a little bit as far as the collegiate wrestling. Again, being a Division I athlete in any sport is a phenomenal honor. But boy, there is a huge amount of work that goes into it. So when you talked about as far as fueling your body, taking good care of your body, getting plenty of sleep, that kind of thing. Um, how have you actually applied that? Because you said you have a planner and everything as far as your time is concerned. how much sleep, and again, I know this is individual, how much sleep do you try to get
I try
nightly
to,
if it works out?
I try to get at least 8 hours of sleep.
Mhm,
If because I mean, my body's used to getting that 8 hours. If I sleep too long, I feel lazy. If
mhm.
I don't get enough sleep, I feel drowsy and stuff. So I try to get 8 hours at least.
Sure, sure. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And how about your coaches? You got a couple of guys or teammates that you work out with that you can mention right here?
Oh yeah. Actually, I have a couple. One of my good weight cutting partners is Anthony Mullen. He's a starter for 125 right now.
Mhm.
And then I have actually another PA kid, Shane Quick. He's also a person I work out with a lot. Then Gabe Hickson Ball, and then Cam Andrews. Those are about like the four main people I work out with.
Okay. And how
Like
about your
weight.
coaches? What are their names?
So the head coach is Scotty Sentes. He was a wrestler out of Florida.
Mhm,
Um, then we have the assistant head coach, Win McCulloch.
mhm.
He's a great coach. He's the heavyweight coach. Um, not really sure where he came from. I think Michigan he came
Okay,
from.
okay.
And then we had a volunteer assistant that moved up to the assistant coach,
Mhm.
Noah Gonzer, which he's an alumni for the Campbell wrestling team. So I
Sure,
was
sure.
having another wrestler from Campbell. Now that's the coach, which he's a lightweight coach now, so it's
Mhm.
nice.
Good, good. So going forward, what are your goals? I know you got the red shirt your last year, with the whole COVID thing. You
Yeah.
got dinged up a little bit this year. You talked off camera that might be another possible red shirt potentially. So what are some of your goals as far as your wrestling, your collegiate wrestling is concerned?
Well, I want to get cleared from this injury. It took a little bit of time to get cleared from it, but finally getting cleared up from that. And the rest of this year, I just really want to focus on the weak spots I have. It's wrestling on the mat. I go over my weak points with our coaches. We have like individual practices and
Mhm,
stuff where we watch film of our matches and stuff like that and really pinpoint where we need to work on. And for an hour or two, we focus on one position and
mhm.
we really try to perfect it.
Sure.
So right now it's fixing the little things, a couple of things that I need to adjust to for collegiate wrestling. And then I next best thing is to start.
Yeah. Well, being a collegiate wrestler myself, one of the biggest differences I noticed in college, and I think you'd probably agree, is you don't see these 16 to 13 matches overall. The defense is so good. It is so
Yes.
hard to score on the college guys.
Yeah.
We're in high school, it's like almost like a pinball, ding, 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 ding,
Mhm.
racking up points left and right. But boy, you really have to be strategic collegiately to score on anybody. And some of the best matches are 2-1 or 1-0 or 3-2, that kind of thing. I think you'd agree with that.
Yes, yeah, for sure. Don't really see a whole lot of high scoring matches. It's pretty close.
Mhm.
Uh, that's one thing I had to adjust to. Like in high school, I'd always be like attacking aggressively, just go, 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 trying to score points.
Sure.
And how I really biggest thing I picked up on is, really like setting a certain pace and then looking to score, but being smart about it
Hmm.
and taking my time with everything.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, makes a lot of sense. Well, Cole, this has been great. Any last second thoughts here that you have in any particular direction you'd like to share with us here?
Yeah, for all the people watching, if you have any doubts about where you want to go with the future for the sport, uh, don't put any doubts on yourself. Just keep looking up. You never know what's gonna happen. You just got to keep pushing yourself. Take my position for instance in elementary school. Never thought that I would have been a Division 1 wrestler, and now I'm living a great life
Hmm.
being a Division 1 athlete. It's been great, and I'm hoping everyone watching turns out the same way.
Well, fantastic. Well, Cole, great thoughts, great advice. Can you hang for a minute or two after we get finished here?
Yeah. Yep.
Great. Okay. Well, thank you very much, and stick around. I'll be right with you here.
All right. Thank you.